Hello my Scrappy friends, it is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters, and thank you for joining me for Confessions of a Paper Addict design team layout. So I am using the super cute half and half layout that was released last month in February, and it is so cute. It is just the perfect background, and I'm pairing it with just a whole mix of Pink Fresh supplies. I kind of just have a container full of Pink Fresh because I do find that a lot of their releases can kind of meld in together with the color schemes and stuff. So I don't know what exactly I'm using, but it's kind of just a big mixture. And I have backed my cut file in like half a solid and half a pattern, and I've tried to do a bit of tone on tone with the pattern and the solid that I picked. And I also did some vellum with a foil vellum and just a straight vellum as well. And I am working with these really silly photos of me using a filter. It is that beauty reality filter thingy that's all the rage at the moment, because they're talking about how it is super realistic and not real. Well, I don't think it looks realistic, but that it can, like, it doesn't modify when you like rub your face or like put things in front of your face. It stays really accurate, which is just bizarre. Anyway, totally random, but I took these photos and sent them to my sister, and she's like, oh my god, they're hilarious. I'm like, I know. So I just couldn't help myself but create a layout about them. So I am using a little bit of everything. Some of the sentiments from like the Let's Stay Home and like the lot older Pink Fresh collections that came out in sort of that COVID pandemic time really work well for this layout, because I'm trying to kind of emphasize the fact that these filters are ridiculous and are a bit silly and are unrealistic. So that's the kind of sentiment that I wanted to put on my layout. So I was really happy that I found and remembered about these collections in my stash. So I'm kind of keeping all of my clusters very similar, very sort of matching of each other with what I include. You know, I've got a sentiment, I've got a floral piece. I'm going to pull out some of the little circle, like cardboard circle embellishment things. I don't know what they call those. I'm sure they have their own name, but I'm not sure what they're called. And kind of keep each like cluster with that same sort of feel. I am popping the sentiment up as well, so that'll give a little bit of dimension. Oh, I also, you probably noticed at the start, popped up the half and half cut file. So basically everything is popped up on this page off the 12 by 12. I wasn't 100% sold on using this particular 12 by 12 pattern paper. This ends up being a fairly busy layout because of that background, but I just decided it kind of fit with the silliness of the photos and I should just roll with it, so I did. Soon I will pull out the thickers and start working on that. I did cut out quite a bit of the thicker process because I was being quite a perfectionist and trying to get them as sort of beautifully spaced as I could. And I did do a mixture of two types of thickers. So I picked these ones. I really love these golden ones. I'm quite partial to this font. I just really like it. And I've kind of been holding on to them and hoarding them. So I was like, nope, come on, pull these out and get using them. I do have another pack. It's just time to use them. So I did that. And as you can see, I used the word filter, and I'm also spelling out one more word here, which is ridiculous. So filters, ridiculous. Hopefully you can see where I'm headed here. And next I'm going to pull out a different type of thicker and just add some tiny words. These are my new favorites. I love these little white thickers. They are so cute. And I'm going to add some extra words on here. I'm actually starting with the last word and working backwards. So the last letter of the last word, if that makes sense. Just helped me a little bit with placement, but of course I did fiddle around with it later anyway. And so the next 2 words or 3 words actually, that I am popping on, so in the middle I've got adjust, I think is what I've put on there. I'm trying to remember what I wrote. Adjust. And then I'm just fixing up the word filter, bringing it down a little bit lower. I did cut most of this fiddling around out. And then I've got one more word to put on, which is these. So it ends up with, these filters are just ridiculous, because that is exactly what I thought. Even though they're a bit of fun, you know, they're just getting crazier and crazier, these silly filters, I feel. So now that I've popped on my title, I am basically finished. So I will, of course, pull out my golden splatters, because you know I love some splatters. Oh, but before I do, I forgot about enamel dots. I was umming and ahhing about which enamel dots to use and decided there were like 6 dots left on this sheet. I'm just going to use them all. So I didn't really vary the colours at all. They're just kind of the mint green colours, and that kind of almost yellow lemon, I guess, maybe, oh, I don't know, type colour. So I've just popped all of those on, and now I've put on some splatters, and this is my end result. I'm really quite happy with the way this one came together. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed watching this process with the half and half cut file. Don't forget to check that description box down below, because you'll find all the links and necessary things that you might need to know. Thanks everyone. Bye.